This is the third annual Robot Wars, which is held every year in San Francisco. It's open to contestants from all over the world, and this year 86 robots signed up to compete. These heavyweight class robots weigh in from 101 pounds up to a maximum of 165 pounds.
And this is my robots, the Master. The Master came into existence back in 1994 for the first annual Robot Wars. And since then, the last 2 years, it's gotten bigger and heavier and meaner. The only part left, actually, that's still the same as 94 is this saw here.
In 95, the Master faced the awesome Thor in the heavyweight face-off finals. And though his saw was smashed, he still knocked Thor out.
Start the 30-second clock.
The spike on the end of the lifting arm ruptured the line. At that point, the lifting arm motor had broken off, but I still had the ability to press it into his body.
That did it. That did it.
There he is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mark Satrakian.
The Master really is these two huge steel spheres. Inside the spheres are motors, batteries, speed controls, the radio. Everything it takes to drive the thing is contained in this. And then the weapons, like this saw here, attach onto the thing from the front or from the back. This mechanical arm attaches just like the saw. So what I can do is I can take the weapons off and put other ones on. I can change it around, change it before a match. I can turn the saw sideways. All of these things can be interchanged.
I've created this robot called Taz. No real unforeseen surprises going to come out of it. It's pretty much meant to just hit, destroy, and annihilate everybody. Well, actually, it's got power brakes on it, so the robot can't really move when it's sitting still. The whole top is a 360-degree, 6-mile-an-hour rotating top. We're hoping to really annihilate some people and put some big holes in some robots and do some serious damage.
Here again, the Master's saw has broken down, and Taz, using its massive braking power, manages to pin him for 30 seconds, which knocks the Master out of the competition. In the first round,
Taz, the winner.
Robert Redford Jr.'s weaponry wasn't much help here. The Biohazard's lift arm makes sure of that. The betting was on the Red Scorpion to easily win this fight, but his tail wasn't operating as planned, and before he knew it, Pungar had him pinned.
I kept the name Red Scorpion from when I was in Vietnam, and we had a fighting unit there, and so I wanted to carry the name on for them. It's got basically a lawnmower motor. It's a Tecumseh 3-horse, has a hydraulic pump on the bottom of that, has 2 hydraulic motors in each wheel, makes it very mobile. And it has hydraulic ram on both the jaws in the front and a hydraulic ram on the tail, which works either as a weapon or as a skid to change the attitude of the vehicle as well.
And the winner is Pungar, ladies and gentlemen, immobilizing the Red Scorpion.
We found out about this competition about 3.5 weeks ago, and this is our robot Nemesis. We didn't have much time to work on it, so the time we did have, we concentrated on designing the chassis and designing the powertrain to best fit the situation we figured we'd be up against. What we did do is we put a wedge on the front, and we designed the chassis and the weight transfer system, so anything that tries to come up against the front of this robot is simply going to transfer our own weight to our back power wheels to give us more traction to defeat them, pushing them into the wall.
Watch Terminal Frenzy's hammer smash chunks of concrete out of the floor, as well as giving Nemesis a bad headache. Frank and his hammer did well last year, but met his match against Gut Rip. And so did the arena wall. Here we have the South Bay Mauler preparing to do battle with La Machine.
My name's Greg Munson. Trey Rosk and I and Impact Media Group and New Tech have brought La Machine to Robot Wars. La Machine is a heavyweight robot. Last year it was a middleweight and it fared pretty well. It won 3 of the events. It's a real simple robot, as you can see. It's a simple wedge design, that's it.
In Robot Wars 95, La Machine tore its middleweight opponents to pieces and was a huge hit with the crowd. So the organizers invited La Machine to enter the heavyweight melee. Again, Thor put up a great fight, but was outmaneuvered and overpowered.
And as you can see, it's just a real heavy, simple robot. And its key points are speed and maneuverability and the wedge shape. It's probably one of the most simplest robots here. If I lift it up here, this is the inner chassis of La Machine. It's basically some chain-driven wheels with the motors over here. It's all independently shock mounted. We've got a steel reinforced battery case. It's made of wood, it's very simple. And as you can see, it's independently mounted onto the outer body.
The South Bay Mauler was also overpowered by La Machine.
our first year entering into Robot Wars. We wanted to build a robot that was really exciting to watch and exciting to look at. It would be entertaining for the people here. Out of here on the front, we have a 2-horsepower gas engine that runs some steel cutting blades that are carbide tipped. It's normally used for cutting through cast iron pipe. The entire thing is shock loaded so that we can charge into a target and not bind the blades. The sides here, we have titanium rails to protect the wheels and to absorb side impacts and to resist all other cutting devices. And then in the very back, we have a rotating and panning and tilting pike. This is a middleweight class robot with heavyweight class features on it. We weigh in right now at about 103 pounds. One other thing I wanted to tell you is the little plastic window that you see on the front scoop. We have a solid-state spy camera hidden behind that and a video transmitter on board. We watch a real-time video feed on a pair of virtual reality goggles. And we can see exactly where we're going and get lined up directly on our targets.
And they're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Our safety doors are closed. Let's begin the match. 5, 4, 3,